it really is one of those things I have grown up hearing is, you know, be sure you have a point. There's something beyond what's your why and what's your how and what are you trying to create. If if you have to do something, know why you're doing it. Know the results that you are looking for and make sure that you're actually getting them. I am so thrilled to have you here. I'm just excited to have you here and experience you in this way. It's that time again, my friend. Grab your legend pack, crank that speaker to 11. Welcome to Legend. It is that time of year when emails and even snail mail mailboxes are full of salutations, season's greetings, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. There are 14 to 16 holidays in the next 6 weeks, and cards and gifts and recognition are sent out for all of them. What are you doing and why are you doing it? Those are the basic questions. And remember, this is no judgment, no shame, no blame, but I want to call your attention to a couple of things that I keep noticing. And because I'm a connection fiend, I I'm seeing the ones that I really connect to and the ones that I really don't. In the last couple of days, I have received 5 or 6 um, gifts, orders, cards, things that I've ordered that have come in from people I've worked with for years. Like I'm not like local artisans, local companies, small mom and pop shops, people that I have been clients for years, cards from people that I've known for 15, 16 years. And the level of connection that is coming through varies like total opposite ends of the spectrum. So here's an example. Got a card from someone I've known, again, 14, 15 years. And I'm like, oh, fabulous. And I know inside what's going to be there is a message that they sent out to 2,000 people, a card that or a photo of the family so I can see how the kids are growing, see how cute everybody is. And I'm going to get about a 30-word version of what happened in their life this year. It's kind of a this is what's up with us. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy new year, etc. As much as I get excited about seeing that name show up in my mailbox, those kids have grown so much that I knew them when they were babies, and yet it has nothing to do with me. The message isn't connecting on any way that I'm like, oh my goodness, you know what I really want to do is reach out and connect with them again because something in this message spoke to me so deeply that I cannot wait to just reach out and squeeze them. It's not there. It's a beautiful message. The kids are beautiful. And I understand people send out holiday cards like this all the time, right? You've probably sent some. I have probably sent some. So it's not bad to do it. It's not wrong to do it. There's no issue with that if what you're trying to do is give everybody in your sphere an update on what's going on. Know the results that you are creating by the task you are doing. If you are trying to send out client thank yous, client annual, hey, by the way, thanks so much for being a great client. If the reason you're doing it is so that you show up in their mailbox, awesome, check, mission accomplished. If you are doing it so that they see your name and go, oh, yeah, thanks for recognizing that I've been a client for the last 5, 10, 20 years, check, done. If what you are trying to create is a connection in a way that makes them feel seen, heard, appreciated, and really thrilled that they are your client, a generic message misses the mark. A generic message can actually be off putting. I placed an order with a small company that I've been one of their clients for years. And the note that came with it, first, yay! Congratulations for putting thank you notes and putting notes into with your orders. I think that is super important. But it was written by, I don't know who. It could have been to, I don't know, anybody. It had nothing to do with me. It was just, hey, thanks so much. We love that you're a client of ours. Great. If you were trying to actually connect with me on a level that made me excited to continue to be a client of yours, it missed it. In fact, after 10 years of being a client, and what comes through is a generic message of, hey, by the way, season's greetings, thanks for giving us all your money. Um, there's no connection there. It could have been to anybody, from anybody, about anything. So again, It's not a bad card. It's a great card. If what you're trying to create is a deeper connection, it missed it. On the other end of the spectrum, placed an order with someone I've known for a few years, got the order back, and in it was a handwritten note to me about my order that connected with something going on in my world based on my order. It was, hey, by the way, thanks, Amber, and this. And it was handwritten with names attached and with a connection to something going on in my life. It was for me. It was from them for me. And so if what they're trying to do is put a thank you in, hey, by the way, thanks for your orders, check. If it's a, hey, by the way, thanks so much for your continued business. Thank you so much for continuing to work with us, check. If it's a, by the way, we recognize you. We notice that you are one of our clients that keeps coming back. Thank you so much. We're really excited to move into the next year to work with you somewhere. Check. If it made me feel like a personal connection, like some human on the other end took time to reach out to me as a human, check. It's not, there's no bad way to reach out to your people. There's no wrong way to create connection. If you create connection, if that's what you're trying to create, as you are deciding, do I do handwritten cards? Do I do gifts? Do I do Harry and David deliveries, which are so tasty? The mousse, I think it's called mousse poop, and it's popcorn and chocolate and cashews. It's so good. It's absolutely a weakness of mine. Whatever it is you're sending to family, to friends, to clients, understand why you are trying to send it, why you want to send it. Is it just because that's what everybody does? If it's not worth doing well, it's not worth doing. I know that's my dad coming through, and I'm okay with that. If it's worth doing really well, it's worth overdoing. If it's worth doing it all, it's worth overdoing. If what you're trying to do is reach out to clients and say, I'm really grateful for you. I'm thrilled to be able to be in this journey together. I'm so glad we locked arms. Absolutely thrilled to share this adventure with you. A generic message misses the mark, period. I want to be able to feel you. If you want to connect with people, you have to be present. You get to show up as you. And I know people with 3,000 clients, they're like, Amber, how do I do that? I'm not going to handwrite 3,000 messages. You don't have to, but you got to show up somewhere. Realize that that card that's a generic message isn't making that connection. You have every single other day to make a connection, to really reach in and give their heart a squeeze and say, I'm so glad we're in this together. So don't expect that. If the message is generic, realize that that result is going to be different than if it's a personalized from me to you kind of a message. There's no wrong way to do it. Just manage your expectations and understand what you are measuring. If people choose out of your list, it's not because they don't like you, it's because it doesn't speak to them anymore. If people choose out of your list, it's they want a deeper connection somewhere and this isn't working for them. It's not any kind of judgment on what you do for them. It's just this doesn't work for me anymore. It's okay. I'll still use you. I don't want your generic newsletter. I don't want your whatever it is. So here's the two things. One, understand why you're doing it. Understand what your drive is. If your drive is to just touch base with everybody, awesome. If your intention is to connect with those people that you really, really love and you want to just send a hug through the mail or an actual genuine gratitude through the mail, awesome. There's different ways to achieve both of those results. Just be aware of what you're creating. Remember why you're doing it, why it matters. Does that make sense? Because really, if the more aware you are of what you're creating with a holiday card, the more aware you are of what courses you offer, what products you offer, your sales peak, your sales page, your content, your blogs, your posts. Remember why you're doing it and who you're doing it for, and everything's going to go better. It's what legends do. Until I get to see you again, stay safe and rock on.